Okay, this is the next video in the pedal tractor restoration, and I'll show you the obstacles that I've ran across on this video. I've been sanding on this half to try to smooth it down, because in order to have a pretty paint job you need to have a flat surface. And as you can see, there's a lot of casting flaws, there's lines and dips, areas that's going to really show up in the paint. And after working on this, I ended up talking to some guys who work in the auto body industry, and they gave me some good advice. Instead of using the chemical stripper that it was, because of, you can see all these grind marks that are on the edges of this is factory stuff. It's going to take a lot of sanding to get these out. And I've sanded, and I'm just pretty much tired of sanding. And you can see potholes and stuff like that. This is just factory stuff. And right there where the end of my finger is. What it is, somebody on the assembly line was just grinding these casting flaws off. And they just painted it, threw it together. But that's how they did that. But what I want to do is smooth this all up to make it better. So in order to do that, I was talking to auto body guys, and they were saying use the filler primer. It's a primer that you can spray on a couple times, sand it down, and fill all these potholes and stuff up. And even after that, I could use a little bit of putty filler after that. So I have just a little bit, and I make a good smooth surface. And you can see, I've done a lot of work, and I haven't got anywhere. You can see all these casting pot marks and stuff. And you can see the rough surface. That's a lot of sanding I've been doing, and I still hadn't got anywhere, because I want this nice and smooth to look pretty, and I haven't even touched this area yet. So that's what I'm going to do. My next step is to take because this is aluminum and I don't want the body hurt, I'm going to use soda ash or sodium bicarbonate, which is good old Arm & Hammer baking soda, and use and blast this body with it. I called around to my friend over in Van Buren who does powder coating, and he said nobody in town does it. So I have a buddy who's got a sandblaster, and I'm going to try to do it through his sandblaster. It'll be a grand experiment I'm going to do tomorrow on my day off. So what I'm going to do is soda bicarbonate, blast all this paint off, get it to a perfect surface. Then I'm going to use after I get the body completely done, I'm going to then degrease the body. As you can see on this half, there's a lot of grease and crap like that on the inside. And the reason I want this degreased is I did an experiment. I was painting using Van Sickle paint. I got this from a Tractor Supply place in town. It's the gloss green, safety green, for use on John Deere equipment. Now I'm trying the color out. This is a very, very good paint, but I don't know if I'm going to use it yet. It's the colors from here are just a little bit off. I mean, I know this is old, but I'm going to go get a can of paint from my John Deere dealer and give that a try. But what I was doing is a piece of an experiment. I painted on this piece of metal to see if it would match on this. But talking about the degreasing, the reason I want all that grease and stuff off is on here. You could see at this angle, you see these little pot marks and stuff like that. That's called fish eyes. And what that is silicone or grease that's coming up through the paint. Now I didn't clean this piece of equipment, or this piece of metal right here. I just shot the paint on it, and I was looking for experiments. But this is a great example. You can see right here in the sun, them little pot marks. That's silicone bleeding through that, and they're called fish eyes. And a good testament to that paint right there is the fact that this is a very greasy piece of metal, and it come out really nice looking. So I think that Van Sickle is an excellent paint. It had 3 levels, and this one's a super premium. And but like I said, I'm going to look at I'm going to go by a John Deere dealer tomorrow and pick up some paint. And after I get the paint, I'm going to the auto body supply store where I'll pick up some filler primer, but I've got to get it to where it will match. Like that's an enamel. I want the right kind of paint, right kind of primer to work for the right kind of paint. You don't want to mix and match stuff. You'll start running into problems. So that's where I'm going to go to the experts at the auto body, supply shop. Tell me, set me up what I need, and I'll go at it from there. But I'm looking at some paints. Tomorrow I will soda bicarbonate, or Arm & Hammer blast the body, get all this stuff off it, and then on these areas I'll start using primer and fill in a lot of this. I could take a lot of this out with probably some spot putty. Now for guys that are just to do a quick and easy restoration, I would use the soda ash and blast the body and then just paint it. But I'm kind of trying to get a little bit more beauty out of it, so that's the reason why I'm being a little bit more anal retentive about it. And it's going to be in an area where it's going to be displayed all the time, so I want it to look good. Take pride in what you do. So that'll be it for now. I'll do another video tomorrow, hopefully showing a little bit about the sodium bicarbonate blasting. And then next thing I'll do is clean it, and I'll see the auto body supply shop tomorrow and hopefully have everything done up. But if you want to use that paint, it's a good paint. Just make sure everything is completely clean, get all the grease and everything off it. That's why I emphasize about the degreasing, is to give you that example that was on that piece of metal right there. But that's where I'm at right now. I don't have a lot of time. I'm a busy guy. Don't get a chance to work. I work too damn hard and get very little pay for it. But anyhow, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to try to get this done before December, and I'm working on my list of parts and stuff like that. I haven't showed you the seat. The seat I've been working pretty hard on. I've tried to take as much as these casting flaws out, and there's ridges all along these sides, and it's real rough in through here on these curved parts. That's where it's going to be. The bead blasting is, you can use glass beads, but I'm going to use soda ash because it was economical. I'm going to clean all this up too and just repaint this and put it on. I'll probably put a carriage head bolt with a big washer because this is broken right here, but because it's original, I don't want to replace it. It's still in decent shape. It's not going to be used, so that'll be okay. But you can see I've worked a lot on it. There's a lot of pot marks and stuff. Hopefully that filler sander or filler primer can take a lot of that out and just smooth it up. I just want it smooth and looking good. The bottom side I'm not too concerned with, as long as I just bead blast it and get it ready for good paint. But that's where I'm at on that, and that's the work I've done so far. And tomorrow I'll do another video up. It'll be just of the bead blasting, or the blasting of it, cleaning the body up. So that's it for now. Stay tuned, I got more videos on the way.